There is only one move for white to win here in this endgame. Do you take the pawn with your bishop or you take with your king? A very tricky endgame because you have a knight that can do a lot of maneuvers to take this pawn. So can you see the only move for white to win here? So pause the video and try to find the only move. If you take the pawn with your bishop, now he will play his knight to e3, attacking this pawn, and you must push it. Now he will play his knight to f5 check, king e6, and he will play knight h6, attacking the bishop, or not attacking a bishop, just stopping this pawn and trying to do a repetition move. And he will play his knight to g8, attacking a pawn. You must push it, and he will play his king to g7, and you will never promote this pawn to a queen. So you can't take with bishop. If you take to his king, now he will play his knight to f2. Now he is threatening to play knight g4 or knight e4 to stop the pawn. So you must push your pawn. Now he will play his knight to e4. Now white may think that he is smart and he will play his bishop to f5, take this knight and win. But black will play his king to h8. And when you take the knight, that's a stalemate because he can't move his king to g8 or g7 or h7 because of the bishop. So taking with king also is not right. So what is the only move? The only move for white to win here is not taking the pawn at all. Is to play f6, sacrificing this bishop. Okay, what happens if he takes the bishop? You will just play f7 and you will promote to a queen and he will not stop it. But what if he didn't take the bishop and played knight to f2, threatening knight g4 or knight e4 to take this pawn? Now you have only one move. If you take to his king, he will play his knight to e4, attacking the pawn, and again bishop f5 check. He will play his king to h8 and it will be a stalemate. So taking with king here is not right. Only move is to take with bishop. If he played his knight to e4, now you can sacrifice your bishop from g8. If he takes, you will just promote to a queen and you win. If he didn't take and played king h8, you will still play f7 and you will just promote to a queen. But what if he played his knight to g4 instead, a different move, and attacking this pawn? Like, it seems that you lost this pawn already. But here, if you think that maybe bishop g8 check, sacrificing your bishop is the only move, but here he will not take, he will just move his king to h8. And when you play f7, he will play his knight to e5. And when you promote to a queen, he will play knight g6 fork and he will take the queen and it will be a draw. So that's why you can't sacrifice the bishop here. The only move for white here is to sacrifice it, but from g6. Okay, what happens if he takes the bishop here? He will just play f7, and if he played his king to g7, you will just promote to a queen and you win. But what if he didn't take and played his king to h8? The same move. Now you will play f7 to promote to a queen. He will play his knight to h6, attacking this pawn. So you must promote to a queen. But he will play knight g8 and that's a draw. It is a stalemate because if you moved your king, black can't move anything. He can't move his knight, he can't move his king, and it is a stalemate. As you can see, it is very tricky here. You can't promote to a queen. The only move is to promote to a bishop. Even if you promote it to a rook here, he will play a different move. He will play his king to g7. He is attacking this bishop. If you returned back, he will play his knight to g8 check, and your king must be defending this rook, so you will play here, and he will play knight check again. You must play king e7, and he will just repeat his moves. But let's say he didn't play bishop h7, like you know his idea. You want to play your knight here, so he will play his bishop from here. Now he will play knight f5 check. He must defend the rook, so he will play here, and it will be a draw by repetition again from this direction. So the only move for white is to promote to a bishop here to win. And you are attacking this knight, so he must move it back. Right now he can't move his knight to h6 or to f6. So you will play, for example, waiting move first, attacking his knight. If he play knight e3 to attack this, now you play your bishop to e6. Now he will never use his knight like from this squares. And you will just enter with your king and you will do a bishop checkmate. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and thank you for watching.